Hey there, YouTube. Happy weekend to you. It is a beautiful fall day here in South Alabama. Actually, it's kind of a mixed day. It started off fall in the morning. It was 51 degrees when I woke up. I think we're going to have a high of 86 today, but it's not going to be a real hot 86. Not a lot of humidity, and yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day out there. Not a cloud in the sky. But anyhow, just had a little video I wanted to share with you this weekend. I was doing a little bit of reading as I do yesterday, just kind of fooling around on the internet, really, and just wanted to share this one with you. It's just some simple life lessons and some basic wisdom to live by. And it's just very practical stuff. And the contrast of this is really nice because, a lot of times I'm reading from spiritual books like it, such as the Tao, or from deep thinkers or people that write, these complicated books. Though when I say complicated, I'm not throwing shade. I enjoy them. That's what I read. But sometimes in life, our most important wisdom, or most important wisdom to me, just really goes back to some of the simplest things in our lives. And this one is really simple, and these are really lessons that we should have really learned early on. There's a book. The way I came across this is I was thinking about a book that it came out in 1986. I'm reading right here, and I never actually read it, but I would just see an excerpt from it from time to time. And you know what? I thought about going back and reading it, but really the list of these things I'm going to read to you is pretty much the heart of it. But it's from Robert Fulghum's best-selling book, All I Really Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. I just always liked that title. All I Really Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. The book was first published in 1986, 30 years ago, but its core message is as relevant today as ever. And we've got 16 of them. So, number 1, share everything. Number 2, play fair. Number 3, don't hit people. Number 4, put things back where you found them. Number 5, clean up your own mess. Number 6, don't take things that aren't yours. Number 7, say you're sorry when you hurt somebody. Number 8, wash your hands before you eat. Number 9, flush. Some of them are a little bit funny. Number 10, warm cookies and cold milk are good for you. For the vegans watching this, it can be plant-based milk, of course. Number 11, live a balanced life. Learn some and think some, and draw and paint and sing and dance and play and work every day some. Number 12, take a nap every afternoon. Number 13, when you go out in the world, watch out for traffic, hold hands, and stick together. Number 14, be aware of wonder. Remember the little seed in the styrofoam cup. The roots go down and the plant goes up. And nobody really knows how or why, but we're all like that. Number 15, goldfish and hamsters and white mice and even the little seed in the styrofoam cup, they all die. So do we. And then remember the Dick and Jane books and the first word you learned. The biggest word of all. Look. Look at it all. Take it in. See. Look like a child. Look through child's eyes. Be in wonder of the world all the time. And that's the 16 that he has there. And I got to thinking about it before I was getting ready to do this talk this morning. And I would just add to that number 17, always be grateful. Always be grateful. Always be grateful. When we live a life of gratitude, I just think we live a richer life. I think we live a fuller life. I was watching something this morning. As you can see, I got football on the brain this time of year. And I was watching Game Day on ESPN. And there was this young man on there, I think he was 18 or 19 years old, I don't remember exactly. And he was going to a University of Michigan game. And sometimes they put way too heavy stuff on sports in the morning when you're there to watch some football. But it was really a good story about this young man and his courage. Anyhow, big strapping young man, 6'5", 265 pounds. Back in 2020, he was playing high school football. He had scholarships to go to different universities. He was holding out. He wanted to go to Michigan. He had always wanted to play at the University of Michigan. And I think I forget that part of it, but I think he had actually gotten an invitation, or he had gotten asked to come to Michigan to play. And he goes into the doctor one day, and doctor finds this lump on his knee, or a knot on his knee. Turns out to be bone cancer, and it turns out to be a very aggressive bone cancer. He goes through some surgery, some chemos. Eventually, has to have that leg cut off. Obviously, football career was over almost the minute they made that diagnosis. Had to cut off one of his legs, and he's basically in hospice now. I mean, it's so aggressive. He's gonna die. That's that's the only way you can put it. But he was at this game today, and just the joy on his face, as he interacted with these players and watched the game, it just really, really. I mean, I try to look for those type stories, to just really let it sink in, because we can always take a lesson from that when things are down, or when we think life isn't treating us fair, or when we just think life is really hard. It's just something that we can be grateful for everything in our life almost every day. And even for people that struggle, and I would say it's even more important when people struggle, to find something that you can hold on to be grateful for. But yeah, I think a lot of times, humans, our nature is to complicate things. Our nature is to, a lot of times, overthink things, and when in our doing this, in our overthinking of things, and in our complicating things, we tend the simple lessons that are really the most basic and the most important, and get really to the heart of everything in life. They just kind of get pushed to the side. So anyhow, I don't know, maybe you might want to go out and read that book, or just maybe, like I say, you'll enjoy, you can go Google it yourself and read some excerpts from it. But just wanted to share that little bit of wisdom. And with that, I'll be getting back to my football portion of the weekend. But hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend. Get outside, enjoy some of your day. Yeah, I'll see you here again on Monday. Peace.